What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I wanted to give you guys some farming tips in Grand Cross to actually speed up your farming and also just make it more efficient, so when you're actually clearing for stuff that you need on your game, you can actually make it a lot more quicker for you guys so that you just get the materials quicker. So before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 40,000 subscribers. Guys, we recently hit the 38,000 subscribers on the channel, man. Thank you guys so much for all the support, man. 2K subscribers away from that 40,000 subscribers, man. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's go over the farming strategies that I want to kind of go over with you guys in this video. So first things first, let's actually talk about the fastest free stage farming character in the game. So if we actually go to free stage that I was doing right now, so let me actually go into the free stage area real quick and we'll kind of talk about it. All right, guys, so in this free stage right here, I was actually farming for the I forget exactly what this is called, but like the sugar or whatever, right? I'm farming for this, and the reason why I'm farming for this is because I'm actually going through my entire box and trying to get the affinity on all my characters, and the way to do that is by farming food. And so the fastest way to actually farm the easy stages of free stage is actually going to be by using a setup like this. Now what we actually are using here, guys, is actually going to be Lost Vein with no link, and we've actually taken off his holy relic. Now the reason why this is important is because when you start the battle, it's always going to pop up saying active unique, holy relic, and your association link. So if you actually take off your association and you take off your holy relic, that's going to save you about probably like 2 seconds a run, you know, and that might not seem like it's very important, obviously, because, you know, every run's going to be like a minute anyways, but if you're farming multiple runs, it's actually gonna, you know, start to add up. And once it starts to add up, you're gonna be missing like, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 runs, right? Like over the course of like you know, 400 runs maybe, right? Which is definitely, you know, can definitely add up, and I think it's very important. I think another thing you could do as well is actually take off like a card set right here. I don't know if card sets like activate instantly in battle. I might just try like full you know, artifact attack cards, and that might be good as well. But regardless, I don't think you really need to do anything with that. And yeah, this is going to be the fastest setup, and the reason why LR Lost Vein is the fastest farming unit in the game is because he has a debuff AoE skill, and his first skill is actually a attack skill. And the reason why this is so good is because the way you know, Grand Cross AI works with like farming is that it always prioritizes the debuff card, and then because Lost Vein's ultimate is AoE as well, is that it's always going to be using the debuff card or the ultimate debuff card, ultimate debuff card, ultimate. So no matter what, I'm going to be, you know, farming the stage as fast as possible. So let's hop in, guys, and I'll show you guys a demo run here to show you how quick it actually is. And I've just been setting my PC to farm, you know, pretty much the free stages that I need and like what I actually need for farming, and I would just set it up in this manner. And the only way I think that your game can kind of get like cooked here is if you somehow top deck 2 rank 3 single targets, and then a rank 2 single target, and then a rank 1. That's the only way it could actually screw you over, but I don't think I've gotten that set up before, and I think that's really a rare scenario where you would actually get that, right? So yeah. But as you guys can see, like so far we're already at the final boss. Like look at that, it's already very quick, and all you're doing is you're just AoE, right? And it's very quick because it doesn't require you to do, you know, like a super long animation. So like a character like Chad King or a character like even Hauser, which I thought Hauser had the fastest animations, but Shattered, someone in my Discord, I actually was one of the people that let me know that Lost Vein is very efficient, and look how fast that was, guys. We're already done our run, right? So that is very good. So now let's actually move over and talk about the gear farming stages and my recommendations with that. Alright, guys, so for gear farming stages, you want to make sure that you are able to out CC. Now the thing is with Lost Vein, I don't know if my Lost Vein is actually strong enough to actually kill every single enemy. Because I don't have a link, because I don't have his holy relic, I actually don't know. So I'm actually going to do a test run right here and see if it's actually doable. But if it's not doable, then what we're going to have to do is we're either going to have to add on the holy relic, we're going to have to add on a link, either or whatever we add on will be enough to actually boost our damage to where we are able to kill. But remember, the thing is with the hard stages of free stage is that you still only want to bring one character, but you want to out CC still, obviously, right? So if you're not getting that 67k CC, then, you know, maybe adding some artifact cards, or maybe, you know, adding a link, or maybe adding his holy relic back. Things like that are obviously going to help a lot in terms of making it you know, quicker, but it also does depend, like, am I able to do it with the setup I have right now? So let's hop in and let's see how fast Lost Vein is able to clear the free stage on hard. Alright guys, so loading into the free stage on hard now. Let's see if Lost Vein's AoE is able to one-shot each of the phases. And if that is the case and Lost Vein's able to do it, then this is definitely worthwhile and we don't actually have to upgrade anything. It looks like he's able to do it though. So it looks like we could actually rock Lost Vein on free stage farming as well for at least the harder difficulties, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. If he's able to one-shot each stage without Holy Relic, without Link, this is going to be the most efficient method to actually clearing these stages. So yeah, I mean, it looks like it's working so far, and once he gets his ultimate, it's always going to be a one-shot anyway. What we could actually do anyway is I'm going to turn off auto, and I'm just going to test out the AoE here and see if the AoE kills the final enemies, because if we don't top deck an ultimate, right, that barely does. If I don't know if that's always going to be a guaranteed kill right there, but pretty much you want to make sure, guys, that you're able to always clear the stage with only the AoE cards, and especially even just the rank 1s, because just in case, right, because if you get like a top deck rank 1 and you do the AoE, it doesn't kill, then that's a waste of time because you're not getting the one shot every phase, and that's what you want to do. So it looks like my Lost Vein's able to do it, but obviously according to what you guys need to do, either you add like a Saria Link or you add like the Holy Relic back on him, either or you're going to be adding something to increase the damage and just make it easier to actually clear, and whatever the case, that's pretty much the strategy. But then again, if you guys don't have Lost Vein, remember characters like Chad King do actually work well. Even like characters like Red Hauser, I think Red Hauser I was actually using for a while on just the lowest difficulty of free stage farming as well, because he has double AoE and ultimate AoE, so no matter what, he's going to be always hitting those, so that's very good as well. I think even a character like Hell recently that came out, I think she could be a fairly good free stage farming character because she does actually have AoE debuff skill and then an AoE ultimate, so she actually is kind of going to act like Lost Vein in that sense, where she might be able to one-shot, you know, AoE and then AoE and then ultimate, or AoE, 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 like no matter what, she's going to be able to one-shot, so that's pretty good. But that's just another option that I would recommend to you guys. Alright guys, so moving away from the free stage farming, let's actually talk about Fort Solgris farming and how to make that efficient as well. So for the actual Fort Solgris stage right here, guys, and for mostly other stages as well, I like to just run a team like this where I have Brunhild, Sigurd, you know, Tyr, and then we also have Danafor Liz with Holy Relic backline. Now the thing is, with a Holy Relic and a passive backline, it doesn't pop up from the backline character, you know, as it like starts the battle pretty much. Like the way to explain it is like the moment you start the battle, it just procs the passive instantly, and it doesn't show like a little like, you know, thing that pops up saying Holy Relic active because the character's not on field, right? So when we actually start the battle, I'll show you guys an example run. But pretty much since we don't have links and I took off Brunhild's Relic as well, you guys will see that the moment the battle starts, pretty much it's just going to say passes available, and then it's just going to start the fight instantly. So you guys will see here instantly like that, boom, and we're in, like just like that, right? So instantly the fight starts, right? And because it's only passes that I need, that's procking what I need to do for actually clearing the stage, then that's all it really requires, and it's really quick. So this is going to be a guaranteed 2-turn, just regardless of what happens. It's guaranteed 2-turn as Brunhild, even her AoE, even if it misses a crit, it'll follow up with a single target and kill everybody else, but it should crit most of them and still one bang all of them. But yeah, so there you go. So like they barely live, like if they barely live like that, then that's still fine because you do have the single target follow-up. But if you're getting in a situation like that more often, then maybe run a Link on Brunhild, or maybe run like, you know, her Holy Relic back on again, right? So there's obviously things like that that could, you know, make or break your run. And if there are things where it's like, you know, you're barely killing or they're barely living, then you would obviously have to change some of the setup up. But you know, regardless, I think the setup is fairly good, and you can pretty much run this team on a lot of the stages in Fort Solgris as well, guys. Now the one last thing I want to cover for Fort Solgris is also going to be the time limit dungeons. Now I recorded last night a clip of me doing SA dungeon stage, and I'm going to show you guys the most efficient SA dungeon stage when actually clearing for this to actually get as many SA coins as possible. Alright guys, so this is the clip I recorded last night of me actually doing the pretty much my SA dungeon. Now the team that I was actually running is Ultimate Escanor, Lost Vein, Arthur, and then the Danafor Liz backline. So let me actually clear the stage here to show you guys the team comp that I was running. So let's go back a little bit just so we can see the team. But yeah, this is pretty much the setup. So red Danafor Liz backline with Holy Relic. We have Arthur with Holy Relic, Lost Vein with Saria Link, Holy Relic as well, and then LRS or Ultimate Escanor with Maya MIL link. And so pretty much the setup is with the artifact support as the attack one, the human attack card set, since we have Arthur and Escanor, that's still 6% attack. I do actually run that setup, and then this is the team we're running, guys. So when we actually go into the fight, you have to run this manually, because the way you be efficient with manual farming on this is the way by just clicking cards and then resetting if you don't get a box drop, right? That's how free stage works, or SA dungeon works. So right there, we do the AoE with Lost Vein, follow up AoE with Ultimate Escanor, and that's a guaranteed kill. They're not going to live. Guaranteed kill. We do get a box drop, so we keep the run going, and once we get into the second phase here, if you top deck a Escanor single target, that's when you want to use that as well, because it's going to be a guaranteed 2-shot. So it can either be a 2 to 3 turn or a 3 card. So right here, it's like 2 cards or 3 cards, but if you get the Escanor double single target, then it's gonna be a guaranteed, you know, 2 card per phase, which is what you want, right? So that's just like a general idea of like what the clear looks like. Let's go to the most efficient clear. Let's see if we can get one. Let's see if we got a most efficient clear. Yeah, so I mean, this one is pretty efficient as well, but we got 2 double rank 2s, right? So, you know, this is kind of going to slow you down a little bit, because we're getting the animation of Escanor looking at his face as he does the single target. But let's try and get a better example of what I'm talking about. Oh, this is another example too that you can do, is if you top deck a Lost Vein AoE as well, go for the Lost Vein AoE and then cancel, because Lost Vein AoE's animation is a lot faster than Escanor's. So when you're doing that setup right there, boom, and then if we get a box drop or not, we didn't get one, so we reset. But if we were to get a box drop right there, that would have been the fastest first turn stage we could have done, right? So let's just find another example of how we can actually clear quickly. Let's see, do we get another poke? Here we go. So perfect. So this is when you get double rank 1, and you guys can see here that's a guaranteed kill. So all we have to do is do the double single target from Escanor, we cancel the turn, and then we just do the single target, so it's gonna kill, right? So boom, and then boom, and then he's dead. So yeah, very, very, you know, simple here. The only thing is with this team, guys, is that it's obviously manual. But when you are doing SA coin dungeon and you are farming it, you have to do it manually, man. Because that's how you get as much SA coins as possible, so you can rack up a ton. So by the end, I think I was SAing some characters, yeah. So I was going through my box and SAing, but I think before I started, so I got 52. I think the total amount that I got at SA coins, I started with like 20 maybe. So I maybe made like 30 something. So yeah, you could definitely, you know, like double the amount of like SA coins you get from getting box drops. But that's pretty much the setup that I've done, guys, so far when actually going through like farming in general. Let me know in the comment section below if there's a stage you guys want to, you know, talk about for farming that you guys need help on. But that is pretty much the setups that I like to run, guys, whenever I'm farming things in Grand Cross. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys are running on your farming teams, and what you guys are farming right now in Grand Cross. Let me know in the comment section below. But with that out of the way, man, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.